Day Tripper by the Beatles, 1965. Good rockin' song, nice and it's a good rocker. It's not the easiest song to play, but it's a fun song. It's got a great riff in it, and Steve Seiple loves it because he's a Beatle fan just like me. So we're gonna give this thing a shot. I've got it in two different chord types. They're both in E. The first one's going to be straight E or E7, which is what the song's in, and then make it a little bit easier. We're going to show you how to play with the capo 2 and use a D shape, and I'll show you that in a second. So let's go ahead and look at the chords regularly. We're going to play the regular chords that the Beatles play are in red. So we're going to play E7. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out. A7. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out. Now the F sharp. Okay, whatever you do with F, if you play a 3-string F, a 4-string F, a full bar F, whatever you use, just slide it up one. This is not F sharp minor where you just have 3 across the top 3 strings. It's an F sharp major. So you're going to take it and play either G4 and then B and E2, or you're going to play D4, G3, and then B and E2, or you can play a full bar. You got 2, 4, 4, 3, 2, 2. So whatever you use for an F, just slide it up to the 2nd fret. She was a day tripper, a one-way ticket, yeah. It took me, now when you go to the A, you can play an A here, whatever you use for A here, or you can slide that F shape up to the 5th fret and play here. It took me so, now I'm back down 1 to the G sharp, long to find out. Now for the out, for that C sharp, if you can bar an A like this at the 4th fret, so 4, 6, 6, 6, 4, 4, 6, 6, 6 on D, G, B, and then 4 on the E. That's a C sharp. Or you can play 6 on G, 6 on B, and 4 on E, and play it that way. Okay, 6, 6, and a 4. That's your C sharp. So either this or this, and then your B is 4, 4, 2, or the bar 2, 4, 4, 4, 2. Okay, so that whole run from Day Tripper. She was an F sharp day tripper, a one-way ticket, yeah. It took me, and then you can either play A there or so long. That's on 4, F on 4. To find out, either that or the 6, 6, 4, and then either that for the B or 4, 4, 2. Okay, so let's run through that. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out now. She was a day tripper, a one-way ticket, yeah. It took me so long to find out how I found out. And then the rest of the song's exactly the same way. Okay, let's look at the riff, which is really the cool part of the song. That's why I know that's why Steve wants to do it, so we'll take a look at that. Okay, for the riff, it goes like this. It's used throughout the song. So let's take a look and see what he does. So we start on E, and then we go to 3, 4 on E. So open E and then 3, 4. Now I'm playing that with my 3rd and 4th fingers because everything else is going to be 2 and 3 on the other strings. So open E, 3, 4, then A2. Okay, so we got this. Okay, open E, 3, 4 on E, A2. Now use the same finger, just roll it over and get the D on 2, and then let go and play D open. So here we got this. Okay, 3, 4, 2, 2, open. Okay, I'm going to go back to 2 again on A with my 1st finger. I'm going to pick up D4 with my ring, back to A2, open D, and then D2. So that last part is A2, D4 with the ring, and then A2, open D, D2. So here's the whole riff real slow. And I'm using the up-down alternating picking. Okay, you just hold that first note a little bit. Hold that one. So that's that one in key of in the E, regular E shape. Okay, now in about the end of the third verse, he plays this. He goes all the way up to the 7th fret. So he plays 7, 5, 6 on A. Then he goes to let's see. Okay, he goes to 9 on A then. So it starts on 5 or 7. I'm sorry, 7 on E. Then 5, 6 on A, going to 9 on A, and I slide that with my ring finger. So I got. Okay, now I'm going to play 9, 7 on D. So we got this. Okay, now that second measure, I'm starting on 9 on A with my ring. First finger all the way up to G on 6. Back to 9 on A, and then 7, 9 on D. So here it is again. So here's that whole bit. He plays that again at the end of the third verse. He goes up and plays that. Okay? All right. And then the rest of the song is exactly like what he's got there. All right. Here's the same song, same key, but a different way to play it. This is going to be with using a D shape. It's still going to be in the key of E, because if I put a capo at 2 and I use a D shape, that's an E chord. Now I notice that I have left the low E open. It's still in E. Even though I'm going to use a D shape, this is going to be an E, because now that becomes an E chord. If you listen, you'll hear a good E chord through all 6 strings. Okay? Now the Beatles didn't play it this way, but you can play it this way. It's an easier way, it's an easier set of chords than the straight E. So let's look at this. This is in black. So I'm playing D7, which is 2, 1, 2 up here, but I'm playing all 6 strings. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out. G7. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out now. E was a day tripper, a one-way ticket, yeah. G, it took me so, and that F sharp, long to find out. Now your B, either play 4-4-2 or play 2-4-4-2, and then your straight A. Okay, so once more that verse, D7. Got a good reason for taking the easy way out. G7. Got a good reason, back to D7, for taking the easy way out now. Straight E, she was a day tripper, a one-way ticket, yeah. G, it took me so long to find out. I found out. Okay, so that's a little bit easier. You got one bad chord in there, you got that B, but you know, welcome to Beatle land. You got to have one chord in there. It's kind of nutty. All right, how do you play the lick if you got a capo on 2? Well, you're going to start the same way. You're going to play open E and then 3-4. And I'm using my 3rd and 4th finger. Then I'm going to play open A and then open D. Okay, so I got this. So open E, 3-4. open A, open D, come back and get 3 on it, and I'm counting this from the fret from here. The first on E I count from the nut, but right here, but on everything else, on the other strings, on A through high E, I'm counting from the fret. So that's what the numbering system is. So it's 0, 3, 4, open A, open D, and then 3 on E, open E, or 3 on A, open A, okay, then 2 on D, then open A, then 3 on A, then open D. So here it is real slow. Yeah, real slow. Here we go. So open A, open E, 3, 4, open A, open D, 3 on A, open A, 2 on D, open A, open 3 on A, and then D. So that's how you play the riff if you have your capo here. Okay, now that second riff, let's take a look at it. So on the second riff, we're going to start at 7 again. I'm going to start there with my I'm going to start there with my ring finger. So 7. Now counting down from the nut. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're here. So 7 on the with the ring on E, and then 3, 4. You're counting that from the nut. Okay. So I'm actually going to play at 3, 4 with my second and third fingers because that's going to give me 2 up here. So I'm playing ring on 7 on E, then 3, 4 with my second and third fingers. Okay, then I'm going to go to D on 2, G on 2, G open, D on 2, E, G on 4 with my ring, and then D2, G open, D2. So real slow. Okay, and that's that intermittent riff, that one that comes in the middle of the song. So either version will work. They'll both work fine. But this might be a little bit easier to chord. All right, I'm going to play it the way the Beatles play it when I do the rest of the video. So we're going to go to the video now and let the boys play it. Paul sings this one, I believe. So let's take this off and we'll get into our song. Here we go. Okay, George, kick it off. Okay, Day Tripper by Los Bitos. Nice song. I like that one. Okay, hope you enjoyed that.